Hello, 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 hello. Okay, it's time for the last week of April, which means the last week that we're going to be doing that, hopefully. No, there'll be plenty more of that. Way past this week. It'll be forever in my nightmares. For the last week, we're going to be doing 4 streams for a solid week. This is the last Dicks of April. Yes, thank you, Vash. It's not doubling this time. Yes, I made sure to check first, and thankfully it didn't pick up. We'll still be doing 3 streams a week because we have 3 games to continue playing, but we won't be doing 4 streams a week anymore. And we'll probably won't be doing them on Mondays. So I'll have like a good chunk of the early week off. Also, like, if I need to set up a day for one of our special streams, like I might do karaoke sometime in May, I can set that up on a Monday because I don't have plans to do anything else on one of those days. Because I have like a couple special streams to do. And I don't think we'll get them all done in May. But I'm you know, finally gonna have time to set them up. Okay. April 27th, guys. It is April 27th, and we are gonna shift into the game. Hello, it's me. How you doing? Yeah, we still have Project Pokémon to work on. I'm still playing Visions of Mana. And obviously, I'm still working on Atelier Sophie. Now, I don't know how close I am to completing Visions of Mana or Atelier Sophie. I'm willing to bet I'm not even halfway through Visions of Mana. I'd like to think I might be at least approaching the back half of Atelier Sophie. But who knows? Who knows? And for Project Pokémon, obviously, like, when I finish a game, it's not unquestionable to think that I might put the project on pause for a little bit to, like, do other stuff occasionally. But I will finish up a game before I hit pause. So, like, maybe I'll finish up Blue, and then depending on what's going on by the time I finish Blue, I'll put a pause on it before I get to Yellow. I don't know yet. I'm saying it's not going to be non-stop about it. I have been known to take breaks from games to do other stuff occasionally. That's the reason it took me so long to beat Fallout 3. Right. And I have to set up a... I definitely want to do the karaoke stream next month. Hey, look, it's a Porygon. I didn't get to see Porygon in the first game because, you know, it was like 9,999 fucking Celadon tokens or whatever. Hold on, let's see if it shows up again. Its eyes were like weirdly round, and I guess that's what Porygon's eyes look like, but probably just random if it shows up. Nope, that's Snorlax. But happy Monday, everybody! That's Gengar. I hope you all had a fantastic week last week, and I hope your week this week is off to a good start. Okay, it's not showing me Porygon again. It's fine. Okay. It still sounds a little loud. I already turned it down. I don't know. It sounds a little loud, but I guess not. Yeah, we beat Lieutenant Surge. Thanks to some trading, we have a Scyther with Cut on it already. Even though we haven't gone through the SS and that's allowed us to get to... How many gyms are you beating today? That's a good question. I was thinking I might try and, like, quickly blow through Ericka's gym. Because I'm pretty sure between Whitney and Coral Reefer, who's got access to an Ice-type move, I can probably take down the gym pretty quickly. But my main goal, honestly, is to get through the Celadon Game Corner, to the Rocket Base, get the Silscope, go through the Lavender Tower, get the Pokeflute, move the Snorlax, and then get down to Fuschia so I can hit the Safari Zone. Now, I don't think we're going to be catching our Chansey today, because Chansey has a 1% chance to spawn, and is fucking impossible to catch. But it will be nice to have access to the Safari Zone. And maybe, as I did with Tauros, I'll catch it off-stream, when I can put a little more emphasis on it. So maybe one gym, but I want to make progress to getting our final party member. Alright, hold on. I gotta go check the levels of the people in gym. We got Whitney here. Let's put her in the first slot here. Yeah, we'll need to remove Strike once we get Chansey. And Strike is our Scyther with Cut. So we'll have to go get Cut after we get Chansey, so we can have Cut on somebody. Yeah, getting Cut early has definitely thrown off the pacing just a wee bit. It's certainly sped it up, though, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. I've decided on my final Pokemon for the team by complete accident. Who's your final team, then? Sorry, I leaned forward to turn it down on my speakers just a bit. I don't know why, it sounds a little louder than usual today, and I just don't want it picking up on my mic. In yellow, you can catch Venonat by Misty's gym. Oh, interesting. Venonat evolves into Venomoth, who's arguably the strongest bug type in the first generation by dint of being able to learn Psychic. I mean, I think Butterfree can also learn Psychic, but Venomoth has the stats to back up using it. So, that alone would make it a pretty powerful Pokemon to catch. Alright, I gotta check levels here. Whatever levels these ladies are, we'll just add like 5 levels to whatever the strongest person on the gym leader's team is. $23. So let's assume that her strongest is like a little below 30. So my current team is Pikachu, Pidgeotto, Mankey, Sandshrew, and Venonat. All I'm missing is my Eevee. You said you were gonna use a Vaporeon as your water type, right? What level does Venonat evolve into Venomoth? Yep, I need a Surfer. See, at some point, I decided that every team I ran was going to have at least one of the 3 starter types, even if it wasn't a starter. So I was going to have a Fire type, a Water type, a Grass type. Usually because I always had a Water type, because you always needed Surf. And I often found myself liking a lot of the Fire types, so I always... Most of the time I'd pick the Fire starter, but even if I didn't, I'd usually get a Fire type. And I found myself enjoying using some Grass type, so I was always like, yep, I need one of each 3 types. The exception being... Sort of an exception, anyway. The exception being when I played through Pokemon Y, I didn't use any of the starters. I still had a Fire type in Talonflame, a Grass type in Roserade, and a Water type in Lapras, but I didn't use any of the starters in that generation. Venonat evolves at 31. Some Pokemon have different level up movesets in yellow, like Venonat now learns Confusion at 19. Oh, that's much earlier. Confusion at 19? Like, you can have that arguably before the 3rd gym. Considering how long I used Bakugo solely for its access to confusion in the first game, that's gonna get you through a good chunk of the game. Like, it'll be able to devastate the Team Rocket grunts that you're gonna be taken on by the dozens. In Red and Blue, it doesn't learn Confusion. It has to wait till 35 to get Psybeam in Red and Blue. Oh, Psybeam's not even, like, that good, right? Psybeam is the one that does, what is it, level-based damage or something? Like, it's not a straight-up regular attack. It has some weird gimmick to it. Of course, Butterfree also gets access to Confusion even earlier than 19, I think. I don't remember the exact level, but, like, that's the whole reason we used a Butterfree for a bit. You're thinking of Psywave? Oh, okay. So what's Psybeam stats? For some reason, I only remember, like, Confusion and Psychic being the two Psychic-type actual attacks. Confusion has a base power of 50, and Psybeam has a base power of 65. Okay, that's not terrible, but at 35, you'd be, you know, kind of hoping to get stuff you need for the endgame. Aren't you the Peeping Tom? No, my name isn't Tom. And this is the gym. I'm allowed to be here. I'm not peeping. Alright, we're gonna just fly on this one. This is level 24. Ah! Your growl missed. Having access to fly while fighting Whitney is very funny. I gotta be careful though if I'm gonna do trades with HM moves in some games. Especially in the Gen 5 games, I think, because they don't restrict use of HM moves to having a certain badge. If you have a Pokemon with an HM move in a Gen 5 game, I'm pretty sure you can just use it outside of battle whenever you want. Oof, she got a lot of chumps inside this building, doesn't she? This is like the biggest gym yet. Brock had 1 chump, Misty had 2 chumps, Lieutenant Surge had 3 chumps, and she's got like 7 chumps to fight. I'm just using chump as a general term, but, you know. I didn't know that Whitney was a grass-type gym leader in Kanto. Is she? Isn't Whitney the Gen 2 normal gym? Oh, did I say Whitney? Ah, I must have said Whitney. Because I was looking at my Whitney. Sorry, I was saying you called Ericka Whitney. Yes, I thank you. I realized that that's what I must have done. My bad. I realized it because I'm looking at Whitney, I was thinking of the name Whitney, and I called Ericka Whitney. But Ericka has 7 chumps to fight. She has the biggest gym so far, by a very wide margin, in terms of how many people there are to battle. Speaking of Whitney, though, she's gonna be a huge pain in the ass when we get to Gen 2. See, the main reason that she's so annoying to deal with is just because you fight her early on when you don't have access to a lot of things that can counter her particular moveset. You have, like, 2 fighting-type Pokemon available to you by that point total. If you picked Cyndaquil, you've got a fire type who's going to be weak to her rollouts. If you have a male Pokemon, there's a chance you're going to end up charmed. You gotta deal with, I believe she has a Clefairy before you even get to her Miltank. She builds up her fucking defense with Defense Curl so she can power up Rollout, but that makes her stronger and more bulky. And there's not a lot of options to hit her with special damage that early in. Mirror move! Sure. I think we can get rid of Leer, right? Probably. Nah, we'll get rid of Fury Attack, and then when we get Drill Peck, we'll get rid of Leer. I don't know how useful Mirror Move will actually be to me, but you never know. Depending on what Pokemon I'm fighting, it might be nice to be able to copy their moves onto them. But yeah, I think it would be cool if we could at least have our full team ready before the 4th session, which is much faster than we had our full team ready in Red. Mostly because a lot of the team for Blue here were early Pokemon. So Duo and Tauros had to wait until around Fuschia. Jinx had to wait until I had a Rod so I could catch the Poliwhirl needed to trade for her. Ah, having a seizure! Your stupid barrier saved you. You chump. Didn't save you that time, though! Alright. I think Whitney has gained like 4 levels in this gym. She's really kicking ass. Now all that's left is Ericka herself. But we're gonna go heal up first. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 chumps. I think I remember there being a PP up near here. Let me double check. Think it's over this way. Yes, I found the PP up. Alright. Let's give my Pokemon some Viagra, because we want to get their PP up. Alright. Thunderbolt is a good move. It's got respectable PP. Body Slam's okay. Rock Slide, maybe. We might save the PP up for lesser moves with less uses on them. If I didn't plan on replacing Vine Whip with Razor Leaf, Vine Whip could absolutely use more. But thankfully, we'll replace it with Razor Leaf, which is stronger and has more PP. So. And now the end is near. Yeah, well, I guess we'll wait until we have more of our final moves before we decide to use this PP up. since they're very rare. Chansey, for example, might need a couple PP ups, because I'm definitely going to give her Psychic, and I would love to have more uses of Psychic. I'd like to give her access to, like, some really high-hitting special moves, like possibly Blizzard or Thunder, and those only have 5 PP total to start with. You know, make use of that bulky, like, what is it, 105 or 102, somewhere in that region, special attack that she gets in this game. Well, it's just special, which is why she gets it, because they haven't split the two stats apart yet. Later, she won't have very good attack at all, whether physical or special, but in the first generation, she can hit hard with special moves. We want to take advantage of that. Alright, I have swept this gym with Whitney so far, but we'll see if that keeps up as I fight Ericka. Then we want to try and get into Team Rocket's base. I gotta fight all the grunts for the experience, of course. I gotta go back and fight a bunch of people for experience, but, you know, some of them by now are hardly even worth the effort. Ugh, like I said, just a little below 30. Alright, what are the chances you'll let me hit you with a Leer before I hit you with a Fly? And you won't... Well... Poison's more survivable than the other options, which would have either paralyzed me or put me to sleep. Plus, I have antidotes. Yes! Okay. I don't know if it would have one-hit KO without that Leer, but I'm glad I took the time to Leer. Oh, I'm glad I didn't get rid of Leer yet. Oh, man. Tangela looks like moldy spaghetti. Critical hit. Good job, Whitney. Vileplume, her real ace. Okay, you can't poison me. But that doesn't mean you might not waste a turn trying. Okay, this might do some respectable damage, but it should be not very effective. Okay, I think we're gonna just go ahead and fly. I was debating whether or not to do another Leer. Pretty sure Petal Dance is a multi-turn move, so that means she couldn't switch off of it. Yay! We beat Ericka. And we beat every single Pokemon with Whitney. And Ericka is not Whitney. Whitney is my Fearow. Ericka got beat up by my Fearow. Mega Drain. I think we'll go ahead and teach that to our Vantai. Yep. I don't know if it's stronger than Vine Whip, but at least it's 2 grass moves, so we have more than 10 uses of a grass move. And I didn't even have to switch to Coral Reefer, which is good, because Coral Reefer would have had a type disadvantage, but he does have access to Ice Beam now, so... Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, I do need to pick up Psychic, but from Saffron, but I think I'll probably wait until I actually, you know, have Clefairy. Until I have Chansey to do that. The corn case is required. Okay. I think I need to go to that one diner place to get one. I mean, I probably don't even need to pick up the coin case. Go ahead, laugh. I'm flat out busted. No more slots for me. I'm going straight here. I won't be needing this anymore. Yeah, we got the coin case. Yeah, I'm kind of speeding through because I've already gone through all this once before. Which is why it'll always go a little bit faster after this first session of any generation. Because we gotta explore the story and there'll be, like, figuring things out. Okay, Abra, Clefairy, Nidorino. We could pick up the Abra. I did say I would like to get an Abra. I didn't go and catch one. I thought about, like, just going to catch one off stream, but I didn't. 120 coins. That's not too many. Pinsir. Okay, I think this was Scyther. Wait a second! Porygon was 9,999 coins in fucking red. It's only 6,500 in blue? Somebody might have already told me that, but I definitely forgot. That's still a fucking lot. But that means that it's a lot easier to get a Porygon in blue than it is in red. Yes, I've said that before. I definitely forgot before then. Why the fuck is Porygon different? Oh boy. Anyway, no thank you. Forget what the TMs were. I think one of them was Hyper Beam? Which means if I want to put Hyper Beam on anyone, I might need to grind up for it again. Because I definitely grinded up for the coins in red off stream. Alright, did I go stay at the Pokemon Center yet? No, I did not. Okay, let's go ahead and do that first. Then we can take on the Grunt in the game corner and invade Rocket Base. Burr, 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 burr. Alright. Yeah, we want to make good progress today. We took down the gym like it was fucking nothing already. So, most of today will probably be spent getting through here and the tower. Which is funny, because we're gonna have to fight the rival on the tower. But we haven't even had the rival fight on the SS Anne yet. So, if I do the rival fight in Pokemon Tower, and then go back to SS Anne, will it acknowledge that, or will it, like, prevent that battle from even happening? Will his team be weaker if I fight him on SS Anne after the tower? I don't know. It'll be fun to say. Or fun to see, rather. Ice Beam! Oh no, Hyper Fang! Ice Beam is definitely the strongest move that Coral Reefer has right now. We don't get stab off of it, but it's pretty strong. Hey, and just like that, you've got something weak to Ice Beam. Maybe I'll use a PP up on Ice Beam if it's only got 10. I thought it got 15. Alright, hold up. There's a couple of coins on the floor around here. If I ever need to grind up, it'll be better to start with the coins I can find around here instead of having to buy coins. There's like a spot where you can pick up 100 coins. I just forget which one it is. Hey, I picked up 10 and I picked up 20, and if I pick up the 100, then I could go ahead and get the Abra. And still have 10 coins left over. There's 20 again. Coins all over the place. You'd think they'd have a janitor come and clean this place up. Hey, and he gave me some coins. And she gave me some coins. Stop talking. Stop talking. Hey, there's the 100. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. First thing we're gonna do is go through and wreck shop, as in find all the grunts and just kick their ass. That way I can get through everywhere else in a little bit of ease, shall we say. We need 10 more level ups for Core Reaper to evolve, so probably won't get there this stream. You know, in the next generation, this will be super effective against you, asshole! I wonder if Porygon could learn Psychic. I don't know what Porygon's stats are. I don't remember. But if Porygon can learn Psychic, perhaps, maybe when we get to the Fire Red and Leaf Green versions of Kanto, we might consider using a Porygon. Because we always want a Psychic user just because of how prevalent and powerful Psychic-type moves are in this generation. Rather, how prevalent things weak to Psychic are, and how powerful Psychic as a move itself is. I don't know what is going wrong with my brain today, but I am not wording the way I would like to. Haha, you frozen bitch. Freeze is, possibly the worst status effect to get hit with. Because it just, like, straight up knocks you out. You just can't fucking do anything. We want to get Earthquake on Pickle. And we'll probably keep Body Slam. Gen 1, if you get frozen, you never break out unless you use an item or a fire-type move. Oh, God, that's even worse. But, like, if you get frozen, you're just completely screwed, which makes Tri-Attack even more devastating. I thought it was a fun, like, kind of a signature move for our Dodrio, but, like, it never procced, but if Frozen had ever popped off, I think one of these plants had something. Like, it would have been all over whoever got frozen. Yes, another PV up! Alright, let me go ahead and... Where are my healing items? There we go. That way we don't have to run back to the Pokemon Center yet. Yeah, I have to go back and fight people. The experience may not be worth much, but I still need the money. I don't know if I just got unlucky that Tri-Attack never procced any status effect. I mean, it's like, what, 10% for each one, so only 30% total that it would ever do anything? That's not, like, an insane chance to never happen, considering that usually I was using something else or getting a one-hit KO with it. Nope. I'm gonna tail whip you. I'm gonna whip you with my tail. I whip my tail back and forth. I whip my tail back and forth. I whip my tail back and forth. You son of a bitch. Now we're gonna bite you. If Bite was a Dark-type move, I would absolutely keep it on Coral Reefer. For now, though, I don't know if I'm going to keep it on, because Bite's not the strongest physical attacking move. Its main benefit would be if it was a Dark-type move, to hit those Psychic types, but since it's just fucking normal type in this generation... I would love to use a Muck on one of my teams eventually, because it's got like a really good attack stat. It needs to be in the right game, where it's got a moveset that can properly take advantage of its attack stat. I was saying before that in Gen 2, Muck can learn all those punch moves, but in Gen 2, they're still all, like, special moves. But if I can find a way to, like, catch a Grimer, evolve it into Muck, teach it all those punch moves, and then push that bastard forward until those become physical moves, that would be awesome. I don't know if that can work with the way I'm doing this, but it would be awesome. Poison is a physical type in the first 3 gens. True, but I've checked Muck's movesets for Gen 1 and Gen 2, and the best poison-type move it gets access to is Sludge, which later becomes a special move. And it doesn't learn a lot of other physical attacks in these first 2 generations. Like, it's got a great attack stat, just not much to do with it. And I want to use stuff that is, like, uncommon. So I'd absolutely love to use a Muck, even if it doesn't have a great moveset, because it's got good stats. I just need to try and, you know, work around that disadvantage. If I can teach it moves that it can only learn in Gen 2, the various elemental punch moves, and then move it forward into, say, a Gen 4 game where those will become physical moves to take advantage of its physical attack stat, it could turn Muck into a real powerhouse. Like, imagine all the coverage Muck would have if it had access to Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, and Fire Punch. I mean, like I said, I haven't done too much planning beyond Gen 2, where I have some basic ideas, but, like, I have given thought to, like, what kind of Pokemon would I want to use for each game, for each generation. And there are absolutely Pokemon I would like to use solely for access to the various punch moves. This is so slow! This is so slow, bro! I still don't have my bicycle. Probably need to get that so I can go down the bike bridge once we get the Pokeflute, because that's faster than going down the water bridge side. I forgot Sandshrew evolves so early. Oh yeah, it's considered an early game Pokemon. A lot of those evolve early on. Don't get me wrong, I love Sandshrew and Sandslash, but you catch them early and they evolve early because you're meant to eventually replace them with something better. Not that I'm saying you need to replace them. He looks so cool from the back. Yeah, he would. He's got a lot of spikes back there. Any Pokemon that's got a spiky backside always looks cooler from the back than from the front. A Super Potion. And a Pooper Sotion. That one didn't work as well. Like how I'd like to, like, mix the first consonants of each word around to just, like, make a new combination of words sometimes. That one didn't work as well. Because neither of those are quite words. Okay, so I got the potion. Now I need to make my way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound. And you go down there again. Forget if I need to pick up something first. But, like, we could be having our first fight with Giovanni before we have our third battle with the rival on the SS Anne. That's insane to me. Do, 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 do. $27, baby. Keep throwing out those Raticates. And I'll keep shooting them with my water gun. Call me the Super Soaker, bitch! Because I'm going water gun crazy! Any of you guys ever get into, like, water wars with family members? Used to be, before they moved. I mean, they might still do it now, but before they moved, whenever there would be a holiday, we'd go to my older brother's house with his family, his wife and his 4 daughters. We'd get, like, little plastic water pistols and a shit ton of water balloons, and we'd just have, like, a fucking water war. Hyper Potion. Intruder alert! I think I gotta talk to one of these guys, right? Like, after I beat him, I think I remember that. Maybe not necessarily either of these ones, although I'll definitely check. Not Water Wars, but I do still pull up to my mom's house to shoot her with a Nerf gun. It's Nerf or nothing. I was watching a video about games that were like shameless clones of other games, and there was a Nerf game on there. Apparently it was some kind of shameless clone of the original Team Fortress game. In fact, they copied it so hard that they copied the difficulty of the AI, and Nerf was a game meant for kids, and Team Fortress was not. So this kid's game had AI that was like insanely difficult. Sometimes I have my roommate roll down the window and shoot her. It's a drive-by. Oh, look who's frozen! I don't think I can't remember having frozen proc, like, even once in red. And meanwhile, I've already had a proc 2 times today. Now, maybe it's just because Lola wasn't, like, my lead for a lot of battles, and I got her pretty late. Oh, I should go up and talk to those guys again. Just in case either of them drops some kind of key that I need. Okay, take the elevator, he says. Don't know where it is, he says. Okay, so I need to find the key. Pretty sure one of these assholes has the key, and I gotta fight him and then talk to him to get the key. I think I remember that. So, let me just make sure I talk to all these chumps. These ones actually are chumps. Bruh, Surge's Raichu is level 28. Oof, that's a lot higher than it was for me. I mean, you can probably still wipe it with your Sand Slash. Yeah, he one-shot it with a crit dig. Perfect. Like, I don't know how much work they could spend on the AI, because clearly these first games are being held together with duct tape and dreams. But, like, sometimes the AI will do the stupidest shit in these games. Like, Raichu tried to use a Thunder move on my Nidoqueen, like, 2 times! 2 times that I can recall. And people be like, oh, I remember when Pokemon games were hard. Like, this shit's not hard, man. Maybe it was only hard because you didn't know what the fuck you were doing, and it only seems easier now because you have a much better understanding of how Pokemon actually works. Like, sure, they've definitely made the series more accessible to people. That's not inherently a bad thing. But, like, all it takes is a little know-how, and these games are not hard. And as Raven is proving, you can even plow through them fairly easily with mediocre teams. Alright, now, let me put these PP-ups away, because I'm not going to need them yet. I still have not talked to Bill. He's just a Bill, yes, he's only a Bill, and he's sitting here on Capitol. Hey, get rid of this fucking bot. Thank you. Use you, a strong trainer uses whatever Pokemon they prefer. Isn't that what I said? You can still do well with a mediocre team. So if you're a strong trainer, you can even make weak Pokemon effective. Is this not the same thing I'm saying? We'll put the Helix Fossil away. Nope, don't want to put the Pokeballs away. Put the Moonstones away. You need the Leaf Stone eventually, so we'll keep it. Put the PP-Ups away. My teams are never mediocre. They might be worse than that, though. My point is, you are using Pokemon that are never going to make anyone's top 10 list for best Pokemon to use in a playthrough. A lot of the time. And you're still managing to get through it with just a little bit of know-how. So, I think people who complain about Pokemon games getting too easy just don't realize how far they've come in their Pokemon careers. Okay, Whirlwind is useless, so we can sell that one. Bubble Beam. I could give that to Pickle and have her use a special move, but I don't know what her special stat is right now. We could replace fucking Poison Sting, or... yeah, Poison Sting. Oh, shit, I wasn't checking stats. Attack, 56. Special, 52. That's not bad. And I'd have a secondary water attack for at least a little while. I mean, I'd probably get rid of it eventually. Dig. Man. I did think I was going to put that on Coral Reaper, but... oh, man. Nobody can learn Tri-Attack on my current team. Ah, it's a shame, because that's a good move. I'm gonna go sell this Nugget, and I can sell Whirlwind. That'll clear up 2 more spots. Because I don't remember how many more items are going to be left in that fucking place, but I want to be able to pick them up. Could replace Bite with Dig, I suppose, but then I don't have, like, a basic attack move. Alright, TM4, Whirlwind. Never going to use it. Never going to use it. Alright, okay. Let's get back to business. And by business, I mean beating up Team Rocket. Apparently that's my business. If I want to take a guy home with me tonight, it's none of your business. And if I want to be a freak and settle it on the weekend, it's none of your business. I heard that song in the first Miss Congeniality movie. There's like a scene where Sandra Bullock's character, shit, I forget what the character's name is. I know her fake name for the pageant is Gracie Lou Freebush. She made up that name insultingly, and then the guy in charge of, like, putting a team together, like, nah, I'm using that shit. But, like, she's aggravated, she's had a bad day, so she's doing, like, some boxing on her, like... fuck, what do they call it? Punching bag. That's it, that's the one. And she's playing that song. And as a kid, when I first watched that movie, I didn't know what it meant when she said, if I want to be a freak and sell it on the weekend, meant. Like, what is she selling? But I've never forgotten that song. Some stuff that sticks in your head, man. Hey, if you don't want me to meddle in Team Rocket's affairs, just, like, give me the fucking scope already. I'll stop kicking your asses. We'll definitely get Coral Reaper to 30, possibly higher, before we get done with this base here. Which means that if I keep focusing on leveling up Coral Reaper, we can probably have him evolved into Blastoise by Session 4. Oh, this one's gonna be a pain in the ass. Alright. A Tail Whip and then Bite. Alright, good. I was gonna say, if it disabled Bite, I would've been pissed. Haha! That didn't do shit, fool! HP up. I'll go ahead and use that now. Might be better to use it on Chansey later, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use it now. If we want, we can probably buy an HP up for Chansey. Alright, let's see here. Who do we want to use it on? How about we use it on 2V? We have not even had a chance to use 2V yet. Don't worry, though. 2V will get the chance. Alright, I think it's this one I gotta talk to after I beat. Who has the lift key? I think it's you! I think it has you! Or rather, I think it is you. But if I had you, that would be the only thing I'd ever need. Yeah, if I had you, the money, fame, and fortune never could compete. If I had you, life would be a party, it'd be ecstasy. My fisting is fine. In fact, you know what? We got a Zubat, so why don't we use 2V on this Zubat? First battle for 2V! Give me the key. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I get the key. There it is. Oh no! I dropped the key right next to me. Just now. Man, if only you could learn Dig. I don't know how good Jolteon's attack set is. I don't think it's particularly high. But if you could learn Dig, that would have been very funny. Horn Drill. Oh look, Pickle can learn Horn Drill. Hello, Vantai! Welcome in! By the way, Vantai, I don't know if you know this yet, but look, we have you on the team! How are you doing? For what it's worth, it was somebody else's idea to name that Vantai. Yippee, I'm a grass type! Okay, now we gotta make our way back to the elevator. Also, I'm doing good. Pretty sure it was my idea. Rare candy. Let's see here. Only 294 for the next level up for you. 607 for your next level. I love grass types. They're my favorite. I like grass types too. Oof! A big chunk of experience for Nidoqueen to level up. My favorite grass type is Roserade. Ooh, Jolteon. Could certainly use... You know what? I'm going to use this on Jolteon. 2V. There we go. Mine is Bulbasaur. He's my boy and goat. Well, I used Bulbasaur in the last game, so I wasn't allowed to use Bulbasaur this one. Wait, hold on. I believe there was like an item on the floor somewhere around here. Just gotta check these like one tile at a time. There it is! A nugget! For money! Money, 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 money! Just make sure there's no second item that I'm missing. Okay, cool. That's probably good. Yeah, I love Roserade. Roserade's my favorite grass type. Specifically because of how she carried my team through Pokemon Y. I got a Budew in the Wonder Trade, because that's when they introduced Wonder Trading. So I built my entire team through Pokemon I got from Wonder Trading. And I got a Budew, and I was like, oh, I've never used this Pokemon before, but I'll give it a shot. And the Roserade that I eventually got out of that was probably the backbone of my entire team. Because I had Talonflame, Roserade, Lapras, Furfrou, Pancham, and Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl was my Mega Evolver. Also my Flyer, but you didn't really need TMs in that generation. I guess Talonflame was also technically my Flyer, but I think I used more flying-type attacks with Aerodactyl than I did with Talonflame. Because I didn't have one that had Gale Wings at the time, and I was always I don't like using Brave Bird because it hurts my Pokemon type of person back in the day. Where am I going? I need to finish what I'm doing in the Team Rocket base. Yeah, we've already got the Leaf Stone to evolve our Vantai into a Victory Bell, but we gotta wait until level 38. That way you can learn Razor Leaf first. But yeah, I had Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Dazzling Gleam, and Toxic on my Roserade. And with her high special attack and special defense stats, she could, like, go through just about any special team and wipe the fucking floor with them. So, Roserade has captured a special place in my heart as my favorite grass type. She's also the reason why, when I use grass types, I prefer to use, like, the more feminine-looking ones, if I can. Like, that's the reason I used Sarina in Pokemon Moon. I considered using... what was her name? Oh, the Gossifleur. Gossifleur. in Pokemon Sword and Shield. I had Shield. But it was only a 2-stage evolution, and I wasn't, like, super fond of her final evolution form. My favorite grass type is probably Shaman. That's fair. I need to go through, like, one day and just, like, list off all of my favorite of every type. And then my favorite overall Pokemon, which, obviously, you guys are gonna know is Scizor. When I first watched the anime, I instantly attached to Bulbasaur, and he's been my favorite since. Yeah, I watched the anime super young, too. I've discussed this before, but my parents used to get those, Oh, you got a Sandshrew. Well, maybe I'll switch to Vantai and hit you with a Grass-type move, Nah, I've already got Water Gun on you. Did I send you a link at one point to that website where you pick all your favorite Pokemon? You might have, but I'm saying I need to do it. Like, my favorite Pokemon of each type, and then my favorite one overall. I could talk about Pokemon for straight up hours. Just hours and hours. But yeah, my favorite Pokemon is Scizor. But not because of, like... That's hot. Not because of anything that ever happened in the anime. Because to this day, I feel like Scizor hasn't really had a great showing in the anime. There's been plenty of Scizors in the anime, but more often than not, it's an antagonist Pokemon. Ooh, a critical hit. Oh no, we missed! There we go. And we got most of it back. Oof, another critical hit. Grass, Bulbasaur, Bug, Joltik, Steel, Aeron, Ghost, Mimikyu, Fighting, Gallade, Psychic, Jirachi, just name a few. The way that's paced almost makes it sound like one of the various Poke-Raps. We got Trico and Torchic in the back. We got Mudkip and Marshtomp. They're on the track. Swampert, Poochyena, I see you too. We got Castform, Wurmple, and Swabloon. No, that's not how that goes. It's been a long time since I've heard that one. Swabloon. It's not the name of a Pokemon. It's not Swabloon. My point remains. That sounded like a Poke-Rap kind of, the cadence that I read that in. Ooh, got some iron in my diet. I'm a Poochyena stan. We know that. Or at least I know that. But I don't know. I just always thought Scizor was, like, really cool. Yeah, our parents used to get, like, the VHS tapes of Pokemon, and they had, like, 2 or 3 episodes. But oftentimes, it'd be massively out of order. The closest a Pokemon has to gotten dethroning Bulbasaur from first was Mimikyu, and they're at second. Mimikyu, I think, might be my sister's current favorite. Her favorite for the longest time was Squirtle. It might still be Squirtle, and Mimikyu is just a close second for her. But my sister really does love Mimikyu. A lot of people love Mimikyu. It's a goober. It just wants to be loved. Favorite dragon is Applin evolution line. But which one? There's like 3 different evolutions for that. I will say, I was saying how I considered using Gossifleur, but I didn't like its final evolution. So instead, for my grass type, I used Appletun, which was the evolutionary line you got from Applin for that game. And I loved Appleton, but it had this unfortunate downside of not having a great move pool in that game. Apple pie, so yes, Appleton. Appleton was the one I had to use. I probably would have picked it anyway because I loved its design. I've actually got an Appleton sticker somewhere that I haven't put on anything yet, because I'm like, I want to put this somewhere really special, but I have no idea where I want to put the sticker. Like, I will put stickers all over my shit, you guys know this. Many of you have probably seen pictures of my PC or my PS5. I think I already saved it, but let me save it again to be on the safe side. So, you know, I don't, like, show a great amount of concern for just putting my stickers wherever, but I really wanted to put this one somewhere really good, so I haven't put it anywhere yet. So I really liked Appleton. It was a great Pokemon, despite it not having a very wide move pool in Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's super effectivo. At this level, it's all it's got is like, what, tackle and growl? Thank you for donating your blood. And by blood, I mean plasma. Because plants don't have blood. Either way, thank you for donating whatever you had to healing my Vantai. I just realized I always use the creepy music box as an entrance here. Hey, some people just have that, you know, they do that all the time kind of thing. I have friends where when I jump in, I always immediately play a particular sound alert. Yeah, Raven uses the metal pipes. Vash uses the dicks alert. And by the time Rage gets anywhere remotely threatening, your Kangaskhan's gonna be basically toast. I did originally use the pipes, but I decided on the creepy music box because I found it funny. I think it made you jump one time. Well, it's not an uncommon factor, given all the spooky games I play. Withdraw, huh? I think that raises defense. We'll go ahead and get rid of Tail Whip. Alright, only 5 more levels to go for Coral Reaper to get to Blastoise. Alright, we got that scope, baby! Not even 2 hours in yet, and we already got the scope. So now we can go up to Lavender Tower. For the record, I am working on a graphic to represent all the different rewards we're gonna get through the PC donation thing. And I don't have everything in place yet, but I do know the final donation goal at 3,000, which is where, you know, the whole goal ends, will be a 24-hour spooky stream. And if you guys have been around for any of my 24-hour streams, you know, like, I kind of get weary and a little punch drunk, sort of, by the end. And my nerves get a little bit frayed. Ever since people talked about the one creepypasta about Lavender Town, I've not trusted since, and I've turned down volume ever since. So, just imagine that, but with you guys, like, driving me crazy with the redeems. For 24 hours, a spooky game. Gotta find a decent game to play for 24 hours. I've been doing research. But, like, if you guys want to see me jump, that'll be the best game ever to see me jump in. Because towards the end of it, I will be, like, probably so tired and frayed just from, like, constantly being awake and getting scared. I'll likely be jumping at shadows. I literally have not heard the song in years just because I just hear the first beat and I turn it down. Well, I mean, we're about to head there. I mean, I'm gonna heal up first, but now we've got the scope. I gotta make my way up the tower so I can get the Pokeflute, so I can get Snorlax out of the road. Because I want to get to Safari Zone, because I want to catch a Chansey as my last Pokemon. Slowly turns down volume. I kind of get that, though. I'm not much into, like, the creepypasta stuff, but there was this song I listened to a long time ago. It was like a horror kind of song, and it literally, like, thinking about it while I was sleeping made me wake up in a cold sweat, and I don't do that. I'm very paranoid. Alright, I'll definitely keep an escape rope on me so I can get out of that tower faster. Right, I need to keep the Silph Scope. We can sell off this nugget. I don't need the lift key anymore. Alright, we can store some of these TMs to give me a little bit more room just to pick up stuff in the tower. It was some kind of, like, Vocaloid song. It was based on the Rugrats theory, if any of you have ever heard of that. I'm pretty sure that's a creepypasta too. But, like, I never learned about it from creepypasta. I learned about it from, like, people talking about the creepypasta. Oh, right. We can fly. I can just fly there. Although, there are a bunch of trainers for me to fight on the way that I kind of blaze past, and I can get the experience. Get the experience for my Wartortle. The closer it gets to 36, the closer it gets to evolving. Still got plenty of time. But yeah, just something about that song, like, freaked me out on a subconscious level. Alright, we're gonna swap in our 2V for this. Keep using 2V. It's Poliwhirl! I say this all the time, but I love Poliwhirl's design. I think Poliwhirl's design is so good, and I hate Poliwrath. They ruined my boy! Okay, in theory I should switch out, but in practice I know that Voltorb has no electric-type moves, so... And it doesn't have static yet, so there's no point in not just biting it to death. I feel so bad for Voltorb. They didn't give it any native, like, electric-type moves. And it's an electric-type Pokemon. Alright. Coughing! Yeah, you can teach it moves like Thunderbolt and Thunder Wave, so it has electric-type moves available to it, but it doesn't learn any of them by leveling up. I get that its big deal is that it's like the explosion Pokemon. But come on, guys, you could have given it something. But yeah, once I've got that graphic finished for all the various milestones, we'll be able to access all the rewards list much easier so we can see them. Because right now I've got like a command for it, but that command has a limited number of characters you're allowed to put in it for the like what it reads out, so I couldn't put all the rewards on there. This way, if like somebody wants to see the command, I can like link it to that image, or I can just like have the image up on stream and just like pop it up whenever somebody wants to see like, hey, what do we get at this or this or this? I think that'll be much easier to keep track of them all. I know our next one's not until 555, which is when I'll do 5 streams, 5 days a week at 5 hours. Hence 555. Hey, 32! I mean, I don't know. If we're lucky, maybe we can get to 36 before the end of today. That would be cool. If we can get Blastoise today. Wasn't in the plans, but, like, I won't knock it if it happens. Yay, payday! That means I'll get some extra money. Alright, so this is the one I will swap out for. Guess what? Mouse! Grass resists electric. Oh, you paralyzed me. But I put you to sleep! Dang it. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna take out this whole group of people here. Free experience points, that's what these people are. Yeah, if I hadn't already fought Lieutenant Surge in the last stream, I could have caught a Cubone to go fight him. I don't know what level Cubone learns Bone Club at, but that is a ground type move. That would have been an interesting thing to do. Not that I would have ever used a Cubone or a Marowak on my permanent team, because let's be honest, there are better options for ground types out there. But just like the idea that trading something with Cut on it, the second you can use Cut out in the field, lets you bypass much of the game and then come back later. Oh, that's cool. Which is why I said in Gen 5 games I'll need to be careful, because you're not restricted to using HM moves only when you get certain badges in those games. Once you have an HM move on something, it can use it outside of battle. So I could, like, trade a level 1 water type with Surf on it, and I could just immediately start surfing. And that could open up those games by a lot. I've also said, though, that I want to do, like, an all-bug-type gym, or all-bug-type team for one of the Gen 5 games, because it'd have to be a Gen 5 game, because that's the only one it would work in. And the only bug type that can learn Surf is Masquerain. So I have to figure out how I can catch a Masquerain in those games. And all the other ones that can use the HM moves I need are fairly common, not too hard to get. It sucks that when Masquerain evolves, or rather when Surskit evolves, it goes from Bug Water to Bug Flying, so it loses its Water Stab. I wish they would have just left it Bug Water, even if it can fly. I mean, Beedrill can fly, and it's still Bug Poison. Still, for an all-bug team, Masquerain is my only option for a Surfer, because we don't get any other options to Surf until... on bug-type Pokemon, until they introduce, like, Araquanid. And when do we get a better water-type move? Wonder if we'll have to wait until we get Surf. Hey, level 33! 3 more levels to go, baby! Alright, there's those 4 taken care of. I know we're starting to run a little thin here, but I still think that we can probably sweep this team with Coral Reefer. So that poison is going to be an issue. Of course, if we can't, we'll just switch out. We're close to town where we can heal up anyway. Ooh, Muck. Yeah, I was just saying, I'd absolutely love a chance to use Muck eventually. Because it's got a really cool attack stat. It's frozen solid! Maybe I should have used a chance to, like, antidote and heal. Egg? I'm not using Chansey or Execute, so where's the egg? I mean, I probably could have still beat it, but why risk it? Oh, hi, Roxy. Come here. Come here, Roxy. Hey, Roxy. The egg is all around us, brother. It is my turn to ponder the orb. I get that now. The orb is just a grapefruit. Alright, did I pick up another nugget that I haven't sold yet? Yes, I did. Buy a couple great balls. And I'll buy 2 revives. I put my other 2 favorite ones in the React channel. Yes! I need more stuff in the React channel. That way when we do the React stream, when we get there, I've got plenty of stuff to react to. I'd rather have more than we need than not enough. Alright, this will be interesting, though. Because we'll be able to encounter, yeah, the rival here. We haven't fought him on the SS Anne yet. Part of me is super curious what'll happen if I go to the SS Anne now and try and fight him there, if he'll just have, like, a weaker team. Applesauce, bitch. Oh no, Gyarados! Whoever will I send out against your Gyarados? Man, Gyarados is such a hard thing to beat unless you happen to have an electric type move, which Gyarados is 4 times weak to. Thank you, Tubi. Isn't the last time cut is required is for Ericka's gym? I mean, required, I think, but it's still used, especially in Fuschia, where, like, without cut, getting around the city is just, like, a little bit more of a hassle. So, I do still need to go get cut. Plus, there are people to fight in the SS Anne, and I'm pretty sure I get some TMs there, like Body Slam. So I still need to do it. $34, baby! I think the only TMs there are Body Rest and Body Slam and Rest. Body Rest. That would be something that Snorlax would do. It'd be like a super version of Rest. Body Rest. Where it heals all health, cures status effect, and then immediately wakes up. So it's like Rest, but then you immediately wake up. I still need to go there eventually, though. There's also a Great Ball I can pick up, and who doesn't want a free Great Ball? Oh! Oh! Chicken! You chicken! I don't. I have my entire team already. Yeah, but you still gotta catch Mewtwo. And the birds. So. I know it'll be... The people on the SSN will be kind of, you know, under level compared to me. But they're still also basically free experience. I'll be high enough level that I can just throw whoever I want in front and go to town and pick up like a level or two off of whoever. I just kill the birds since they aren't worth it in Gen 1. Well, I caught them, so I'm gonna catch them again. That way I'll have 3 copies of each bird. You call it an evil spirit. Bite does not work on you because it is a normal type move. Excuse me. Also, I'm planning on catching Pokemon that I might trade later, so... We've known each other for so long. You know the rules, and so do I. I think we both know what's been going on. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I'm mixing up the lines there, obviously, but I'm doing it on purpose. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. Don't tell me you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Man, we might get to 36 by the time we get to the top of this tower, baby. It's Ghastly! I'm gonna go ahead and catch this Ghastly. Let's try a regular Pokeball first. Probably should have put it to sleep with Vantai, but... okay, I didn't need to. I'm gonna name this one Smoke. And we're gonna catch something later and name it Mirrors. And there'll be a team called Smoke and Mirrors. I don't know who's gonna be Mirrors yet. Oof. Better heal up before we fight this lady. Oh yeah, she's definitely sane. Totally not crazy, this lady. See, if I did have Dig on Coral Reef, these Ghastlies would be a lot easier to deal with. Because I'm pretty sure the reason they're not going down quickly is because they have high special stats, so they're resisting these special moves, but Fight's the only physical move Coral Reaper has, and it's not gonna work on him. Oh, an escape rope. Well, I brought one with me, but now I have two. Maybe I should have brought some repels. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just extra experience. Be cursed with me! Bitch, this ain't Jujutsu Kaisen. This is Pokemon. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna have to swap out. Pickle probably has the only non-normal attack move with Rock Throw or whatever it is. Rock Slide. Let's just see if it can one-shot him, even though Pickle is a much lower level than Coral Reaper is. You know what? We can fix that. Ah, parts. Don't miss. And it missed. Because of course it did. Alright. And a one-shot. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, 4, 5. Hey, now Pickle is 27. Oh my god. Like, if you guys had access to my webcam to see how I reacted to that, I just like... that was... You ever seen the gif of the baby just like seizing up in fear and just like shaking? That was me. Scare plus 1. This is not a spooky stream, Vash. Sorry, you're gonna have to wait. Hey, but congrats on reaching a 5-stream streak, and it's a Cubone! We're gonna catch this just because I didn't get a Cubone last time. Alright, I gotta be careful not to knock it out, so we're gonna switch to Pickle. I can't wait till Wednesday. Why, for some more Visions of Mana, or you got something set up on Wednesday? Is that when you got your interviews? I'll hit a 40-stream streak? Oh my god. That's a lot of streaking. Ground resists rock, right? Am I insane to think that? I don't want to knock this Cubone out, I want to catch it. This is a bit of a risk here. It might have access to Bone Club, which it does! Okay. I'm just gonna sand attack it. Oh, we picked up Quick Attack, I didn't even notice. I learned my streaking from Mama Skitty. Does that mean you're gonna use a Skitty in one of your Gen 3 playthroughs or something? I learned it from watching you! Duh. Suppose the better question is, do you plan on evolving your Skitty? Or is it gonna say Skitty the whole time? Alright, we're gonna throw a Great Ball at you right now and see what happens. Bash, since you were the one who popped in right when we found this Cubone, start thinking of a name for it, because we just caught it. What do we call this Cubone, Vash? Bone Daddy. Right, we'll see if it fits. I think it will. Might even fit with the space. Yep. Okay, we'll get the space in. There we go. Bone Daddy! Perfect fit. He's bonerific. Oh, hi Roxy. You okay? Gesundheit. 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 She's sneezing. I don't know if you guys can hear her sneezing. It'll evolve eventually, even if Delcatty only had a base stat total of 380. You should just, like, for every game, run just, like, one normal-type Pokemon. I think all your teams so far have had a normal-type Pokemon on them. You just have a normal-type on every team from now until you finish the project. Just, like, one normal-type. Not like there's not a lot to choose from. I bet. You don't actually have to do that. Though it would be very funny. And I do believe you're gonna you're gonna commit to the bit. Cast form, here we come! And of course it's cast form. I forget though, does cast form actually change types in Gen 3 when it, like, has its different forms? Or is that something they added later? Beat me not. What are you, a fucking flower? Yes. Okay, so when it changes forms, it is not normal type. My only committed relationship is to the bit. I do think I want to use a Zangoose in Gen 3. I'm pretty sure it's exclusive to Ruby, though, so I'll have to use it in Ruby. Because I'm pretty sure it and Seviper are both, like, version exclusive with each other. Anyways, you've now been lapped, Mav. Yay! I love being on people's laps. HP up. Ooh, one more for Core Reefer. I'm on my way to kill some Snorlax. You're not gonna catch the Snorlax? For shame. Yeah, so we will absolutely have Blastoise this stream. All it took was basically taking all the experience away from the rest of the team and feeding it to Coral Reefer. Its stat total is too high. Zangoose? Oh, Snorlax. Like, who are you talking about? Oh, right, Snorlax, because that's literally the last thing we just mentioned. It is a normal type, though. If you just wanted for once to have a good Pokemon on your team. 36? Not yet. Wait, I should save because we caught that Cubone. And there's the little Healy thing right there. Somebody send out a fucking Haunter! Jeez. You're not gonna make a drinking game out of all these Ghastlies. Take a shot every time you see a Ghastly. You could make a drinking game out of the Pokemon Champions game. I've watched people play it and, like, take a shot every time you see someone running a Sneasler on their team. You'll be fucking wasted. I don't dislike Sneasler, I'm just saying it's being used in a lot of teams. There we go. Right. We'll probably evolve at the end of this one if we're lucky. If this drops a decent amount of experience. Damn. Well, we'll get there eventually. Every battle I win once I get to the stadium, I'll drink. They're gonna have 2 drinks total. Sure, what do you say there, bud? Sorry. I have to give a little bit of shit every now and then, you know? It's how I show affection. Zombies! Just like, that's all she had to say? Was zombies? What about the zombies? Hmm? There's not really like a zombie-themed ghost-type Pokemon, is there? Nope, no zombies here. Damn, I'm still not level 36. I got a nugget. You better give me enough experience to level up. You channeling bitch. Sorry I called you a channeling bitch. Is her name Karen? I don't know. I don't get names in this early versions of the games. They won't get names until the Gen 3 remakes. So when we get to Gen 3 and we fight this lady again, we'll see. But I suppose there's not an impossible chance her name could be Karen. Jesus, how much more experience do I need? Oh, only 262, huh? So, any minute now. As long as her name isn't Mindy. But what if her name was Mindy and her Pokemon was named Mork and they were Mork and Mindy? Would that be better? Is that a reference to something, or you just not like the name Mindy? We've all got those names that we don't like because of people we know in real life. Mindy might be yours. And there it is! Get ready, everyone, for the Blastoise! Hour 2 of the stream. Yeah! Minnie's that one bitch in Gen 4 who trades you a Haunter with an Everstone. Oh my god, that's right. I keep forgetting that she exists. I certainly never remember her name. That's a dick fucking move. Imagine doing that shit to someone. Trading someone something that evolves through trading, but having an Everstone on so it can't fucking trade. Alright. Pickle can at least one-shot these Ghastlies. And we can hit you with Body Slam. Here I was worried I might one-hit KO it because its defense might be low. Boop 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 boop. Yeah, I mean, if I want a Gengar from a Haunter trade, I can just trade a Haunter to myself. Technically, I kind of did. But I use a good Pokemon, use a Hitmonlee instead of Primeape. Oh, my brother would be so cross to hear say that because he loves Primeape. Which gen are we talking? Is this like going to be one of your Gen 2 team members? So I thought you already had your full team in yellow. In yellow? Oh. Oh, you said you already had your full team. Oh, right. You had your Mankey. So it's a Primeape now, I'm guessing, is what you're saying. And you're asking if you should switch out your evolved Mankey for a Hitmonlee. And Pickle's probably dead. Ah, well. We can go down and heal her. The only fighting type move it learns in yellow is low kick by level up. Low kick's not great. But then again, fighting type moves don't have a lot of good options, do they? Now, if it could learn high jump kick, I'd say go for it. But if it only gets low kick, then the only moves you could teach it are like submission and what's the other fucking one you can buy from the place? Primeape only gets low kick? Oh, I thought you meant that Hitmonlee only gets low kick. My bad, I was confused. Hitmonlee gets jump kick. Then yeah, I would say trade it out. Of course, just because I said that, you probably won't. Low kick is also a 50 base power move in Gen 1. I guess it's a little better. But it's still not great. I didn't run into a single fucking Cubone in red, and I've run into like 5 of them in blue. Swear to God, if it's another Cubone. The whole reason I put Pickle in front is because she could easily deal with the Ghastlies. That I thought were going to be the main thing I was running into. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'd say go ahead and make the switch. You can always use Primeape in another game when it has a better moveset. Unless you want to teach it Submission, which I think has like 80 base power but does recoil damage in this generation. Of course, High Jump Kick has recoil damage if you miss, but since X accuracy reduces, like, just like gets rid of the accuracy check altogether, you'll never miss. Oh boy, I have no more room for items. There's a fucking item blocking me. Isn't that great? Rare candy! I'll go ahead and use it so it's not fucking full anymore. I can absolutely use Strike now without worrying about it not listening to me, though. It never did not listen to me, but I'm pretty sure it was over-leveled when I made the trade. I forgot that Hitmons were in level 30 when you get them. Oh, that's probably lower than your current team, then. Unless you did what I did and got there much faster. While you were still in your 20s. My Primeape was level 29. Oh, well, that's one level higher. My highest is 32 and my lowest is 27. My highest is 36, so... Guess you need to get up on my level, scrub. I'm sorry. I have to take whatever wins I can get, because you're gonna be on Gen 3 by the time I'm starting Gen 2, at this rate. Shit, I forgot an item back there. 1v1 me in Showdown, scrub? Okay, but you have to use the team you're running now. And I can use whatever team I want. If you agree to those terms, I'll 1v1 you in Showdown. My yellow team versus your blue or red team. Okay, but it has to be at their current levels. So, my, like, level 50s of red team versus your 30s to 20s yellow team. Or do you prefer my blue team, which has worse Pokemon? I'm pretty sure your blue team's at a higher level, so... Just like taking whatever advantage I can get. You have to use them at the low level, obviously. Because you're not... I'm just kidding. Alright, what do we got on here? X accuracy. We'll definitely need some of those later. Oh man, I don't think I have enough rock slides left. Strong pudding. Scared. No. I'm just busy. Some of us still have jobs. I'm sorry, I couldn't even, like, get past that sentence before I started laughing because it was mean. I'm sorry. I deserve that. Damn it! It already woke up! Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna do a lot. Ah, fuck off. Ah, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself! I have never meant that as non-sarcastically as I do right now. Alright, I need to go down and heal. Sorry. That was definitely mean. Alright. Just want to heal. Damn it, lady, you're in my way. I don't care, I'm chill like that. Meanwhile, you're plotting my death behind your back. I forgot that Whitney had flying moves, which is really stupid of me, but still 100% on brand, so guess now we'll have Whitney in the front. Nobody ever accused me of being a genius. Oh no, it's a ghost! No, it's just a Marowak, homie. It is telling, though, that in Alola, they made Marowak a ghost type. Ghost Fire, specifically, but a ghost type all the same. Clearly that was based off of this. Thank you. I sucked all my health back out of you. I gave you the good suck on your bone. Alright, cool. We cleansed the tower of Cubone's dead mother. And now it's time for the rocket grunts. Critical! Oh, I'm severely underleveled for the fight I'm in. Then again, I was severely underleveled for the Elite Four. So, I don't even know how you're supposed to get to the game without being severely underleveled at some point or another. Like, and I thought I was doing fine, but they ratcheted up levels as you progress with the Elite Four. So either you need to get really lucky, like I did, or they expect you to have to fight the Elite Four a couple times to level up before you actually beat them. Koga, please. Why is your team 3 Venonats and a Venomoth? Why are the Venomats level 44, 46, and 48? Holy cow. The Venomoth was level 50. Oh, well then it's progressing by 2s. I only took 21 points of damage and swept his bitch ass. Ha ha! Well, in fairness, it was a team of all bug types, so my guess is you've had something that could deal with them for a while. With my level 32 Sand Slash. Ah, for the weakness to poison. Guessing Dig or perhaps Earthquake. Rock Slide. Really? I guess bugs are weak to Rock Slide. You just don't get stab off of Rock Slide for Sand Slash. Not that that is important, because obviously I've got Rock Slide on my Nidoqueen and I had it on my Dugtrio. Neither of them get stab either. It's just, I would have focused on their ground type moves that they could have gotten stabbed with. Bug resist ground? I guess so, but it seems a little iffy sometimes about that, because, like, I'll get hit with a move that, like, I should take neutral damage from at best, and I'll still take super effective damage, because it's super effective against one of my Pokemon's types, even though the other type resists it. So sometimes I think the check on, resistances is a little wonky. But I bet your Sand Slash isn't level 32 anymore. After a performance like that. If it's not at least level 34. If it's super effective against a secondary typing, it says super effective even if it's actually neutral. So weird. My Sandslash is level 33 now. It only gained 1 level. Man. Should have gained 2 levels for beating that many high-level Pokemon. Finally getting to use our Jolteon. Oh, that's right. He just, like, instantly takes me out. Hold on. I'm pretty sure my items are full, so I gotta put something away. Oh, I needed an escape rope. Nope. I still need to go talk to Bill. In theory, I could probably go through the entire game without ever talking to Bill. Okay, I probably don't need these paralysis heals since I didn't use them in the fight with Surge. I could probably just sell them off, but I'll get to that later. And since I'm done in there, I don't need the Silph Scope. And I can sell this nugget. So that'll clear up 3 items. I'm gonna have to go get the bike. We're not even 2.5 hours in yet, so we're making good progress. So I definitely think we'll be able to get to the Safari Zone by this stream. Yay, Pokeflute! It's closer to get to this one. And I don't have to get the bike if I just go down this way. But there'll be more static encounters that I can't just blow past. Alright, whatever. We're just gonna fly to Cerulean. Pick up the bike. Sell the nugget first, obviously. Oh, wait. We don't get the voucher for the bike. We get it on the SS Anne, right? It's a Mav! Hi, Mari! Oh, no. I might be misremembering, but... No, that's not right. I think we get it from someone in Vermilion, but maybe not the guy on the SS Anne. How you doing tonight, Marley? I hope you're doing good. You get it from a voucher. Okay, the guy in the fan club. That's it. Thank you. So yeah, we do get it from Vermilion, but not on the SS Anne. Where the hell is the mart? There it is. Need to sell this. Need to sell this nugget to make space in my inventory. No, I don't need to buy, I need to sell. I need to sell this nugget. I should probably go buy some more Great Balls if I'm gonna plan on catching that Snorlax. I'm doing good, playing Played Up. Ooh, Played Up. How are you doing? I'm doing good. We're getting really close to getting to Fuschia City, which has the Safari Zone, where the last member of my planned team is, Chansey. And this is only session 3, so we're like already basically halfway through the game. So I am making good progress. Granted, there was a bit of sequence breaking to get there, but not anything egregious. I just traded something with cut on it earlier than I would have normally had it. I don't think I put anything in the daycare, but it's fine. Not like I would have bothered getting it out afterwards. Okay, so fly to Vermilion. Pick up the bike voucher. Go get the bike. Wake up the Snorlax by Celadon. Catch it. Go down the bike path. And then we'll be in Fuschia City, where we can make a trip to the Safari Zone. And we can avoid most encounters on the bike path. For now. Oh, look, I got an old rod. Now I can go catch Magikarps. Probably didn't even need to pick that up, to be perfectly honest. I can probably go the entire game without the old rod. The fan club. No, I don't want to trade for your far-fetched kid. Why would I trade Spearow for something infinitely worse than Spearow? Alright, blah, 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 blah. I never grabbed the old rod in any of my runs. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have even bothered grabbing it. It's just going to be taking up space in my PC. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't have any immediate plans for using a Gyarados on any of my teams. It's just, like, way too easy to fall back on Gyarados as a water type. Part of the reason, and I've explained this several times, but part of the reason I gave the hard limit of only 3 uses per individual Pokemon across the entire thing is because in literally every generation, it's really easy to catch a Magikarp early on and evolve it into a Gyarados and just, at level 20, just rock through the rest of the game with a Gyarados. Every generation. It's super easy to do that. And this was meant to encourage using unorthodox picks. And Gyarados is perhaps the most orthodox water-type Pokemon available to you. Alright, now we go back to Cerulean. Are you playing Played Up with a friend, Marley? It's been a while since I've played Played Up. Played with Kitty, I believe, unless that's a different game. I'm pretty sure it's Played Up. That's the one where you have to, like, make the dishes and run your kitchen, right? I mean, I guess the name kind of gives that away, but... Phooey. Have any of my teams been orthodox? Well, you've been using your starters, but otherwise, no, not really. Nah, I'm solo. Like Han. Yes. Get rid of something. Alright, which one was Razor Wind? I can just sell Razor Wind. I don't think I'm gonna put it on anything. You know what? Hold on, I'll teach it to Whitney, we'll replace Peck, and then we'll replace it once we learn Drill Peck. I know it's a 2-turn move, but so is Fly, and probably just use Fly from now on. There. And now I've got Spot in my inventory without having to go mess with my box. I thought he'd just take the voucher and give me the bike, but nope. Apparently, I need space for the bike, and then I'll lose the voucher. Okay, now we fly to Celadon. Yo, what are you doing here? Didn't I kick your ass already? Kicked your guys' ass out of Celadon. Right, that's right. I wanted to buy some more Great Balls. I'm pretty sure I can buy some here. Somewhere on the Celadon department store. DMs. Great Balls! There we go. Just buy like 5 of them. I don't think I bought them. There we go. Oh. Aunt Roxy. Oh. Okay. There we go. She decided she needed to climb up me to get on the back of the chair again. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop-doop. I'm gonna catch this Snorlax! Oh, goodness gracious. I will say, there's a small part of me that is glad that I won't be doing 4 streams after this week is over. Because while I have very much been enjoying it, it's also been very exhausting to do in combination with work. All that and Razorwind missed. Ugh. Man, I'm gonna switch to Vantai and put you to sleep without you being able to heal. Do not use rest. You son of a bitch. Aces! Hi, Aces! How you doing? Welcome in! Hope you're having a great Monday. I gotta catch me a Snorlax. Look at its great big one toe bean. April's almost over, everyone. We are almost 1/4 of the way through the year. The year is already almost 1/4 over. 25%. Can you believe that? Feels like this year just got started and we're already 25% through it, almost. Nah, Booey. He woke up. That hurt. It's too much 2026. Stay asleep, homie. I feel like the first quarter is always the fastest one to get through. Yes! Just because it has February, which is like the shortest month by a pretty significant margin. Alright, Aces, since you just popped in, you want to think of a name for the Snorlax for me? From Umbridge? I think that was a joke in, Through the Looking Glass. Or one of those movies where Johnny Depp plays the Mad Hatter. Nah, my brain is broken. No thoughts in my head. What's in your head? In your head. Zombie, 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 e. Well, Marley, would you like to think of a name for Snorlax? And Aces, if you think of something good later, let me know and I'll use it on the next Pokemon we catch. Snuggles. Alright. As long as it fits. We got 10 digits to work with. I'm pretty sure Snuggles will fit. Hell yeah. Snuggles was transferred to someone's PC. Alright, now we just need to get through this area. Oh, I should go heal up my Whitney, my bird. Oh, well, bad. Bird's the word. Once we get down to the Safari Zone, we can start trying to catch Chansey, and then my team will be completed. Wait. I should use the Scyther one more time before we eventually swap it out forever. We'll probably transfer him to yellow as well, to use him for the exact same purposes of just cutting down trees as soon as we can. Come on, where's all the Pokemon? Somebody give me a Vulpix. Vulpix! Just a Pidgey. Man, I love Scyther. He's so cool. Not as much as I love its evolved form Scizor, but I do love me a Scyther. Oh, I think we should leave with Fantai for a bit. She's our lowest level Pokemon of the main group. We want to get her some experience. I have the Pokemon Sleep app on my phone, and in that game you have to feed a Snorlax food that is made from, like, ingredients that your Pokemon team brings you. And then, like, when you go to bed for the night, you activate sleep mode, Snorlax goes to sleep too, and when you wake up, there'll be, like, a bunch of other sleeping Pokemon gathered around Snorlax. And if you get a high enough on it, sometimes you can have your Pokemon or well, have Pokemon show up sleeping on Snorlax's stomach. And honestly, that must be very comfortable. Snorlax probably makes for a great bed/pillow. It sounds adorable. We've been playing the Pokemon app for probably 2 years now. Man, heck you. You son of a bitch. You heckin' fool. I can't believe you blew up Vantai. Dick move. Dick move! I'm sure we've had this discussion before. What's everyone's favorite pocket monster? We've definitely had this discussion before, but I'll say it every time. Scizor! Ooh, this one's a high level. You just said that, didn't you? Arcanine for me. Arcanine is also a good choice. I will absolutely be using an Arcanine on one of my teams for one of these playthroughs. Specifically, I'm pretty sure I'm going to use Arcanine when I play through Gold in Gen 2. So that'll be the first Gen 2 game. I don't even have to touch any buttons. I'm just like, gravity take me. Be a rebel? Bitch, I ain't playing Persona 5 anymore! Hey look, it's Primeape! Remember this Pokemon, Raven? Razor Wind's not even a flying type move. Man, what good is it? The only fighting move he learns by level up is Seismic Toss in Red and Blue. Geez, that's not even as good, because that's like level-based damage, right? So it doesn't actually do, like, legitimate damage. It just does damage based on your level. Why were there so many of those moves? Who thought that was a good idea? I never saw the end of Persona. Was Goro a bad guy? Trying to remember who Goro was. Wait, that might be spoilers? The detective dude. Oh! Oh! Akechi, that's right. That we didn't trust. Yes. I'm just gonna reveal it. Yeah, he was a bad guy. Sorry if anyone gets spoiled on that. We're in Fuschia City, though, so... But, like, I called it from the moment I met that guy that he was gonna be a bad guy. Because he said pancakes. Because he said pancakes. I can't believe that was a giveaway for me. And that was the giveaway for the plot, too. It just took the kids a lot longer to realize it. That's simultaneously, like, the funniest thing ever. That the villain... the villain's secret identity was revealed because of his utterance of the word pancakes. And also, probably some amazing writing. That they took something like that and they used it as a way to reveal what might have been the most psychotic enemy in the game, and that's really saying something. Alright. We're in the Safari Zone! We're probably not gonna get Chansey, but we'll make one trip through. Yeah, I'm used to calling him Akechi. I forgot that his first name was Goro. Honestly, I feel like they weren't trying all that hard to hide the fact that he was a bad guy. Because he, like, straight up for all his DLC outfits, usually had a bad guy's costume as his version. Like, for the Catherine outfits, he had Boss's outfit. I remember because Mortal Kombat. I was like, Goro is a bad guy. Man, will you catch this bunch of eggs? No? Okay, apparently not. I feel like the layout's the same, but the shape of the grass is different than in red. You running away, coward. I'm gonna toss these. That way I have space for Surf. That way I can go ahead and teach Surf to my Blastoise. Yeah, I didn't trust that guy from the get-go, and as it turns out, I was right. So, I think the ultimate lesson we can learn from Persona 5 is that fear and suspicion is the way to go. Because it'll never lead you astray. That's what the point of Persona 5 was, right? Snap judgments are always accurate. It's not a snap judgment if you're right. Oh my god, we actually did run into a Chansey! 1% chance to see a Chansey, and we ran into one! Do judge a book by its cover. Actually, that one's not as appropriate, because the cover was fake. He had a fake cover on, covering up the insanity within the book. It's like if the book's cover had a picture of, like, a little girl and a dog on a lovely little walk, and then, like, chapter 1, the dog gets hit by a car, and the rest of the book is the girl dealing with her existential depression and rage at society. You missed! Yay! It begins! Ah, we missed Chansey. We'll get one. I'll probably have to grind off stream to catch the bitch, but I promise we'll get a Chansey. I'm just glad we got to see one. That's what our final teammate's gonna be. Chansey. Whose head kind of looks a little weird in these Gen 1 games. Like, unless we see another one, it'd probably be impossible to demonstrate what I mean, but it looks like she was trying to be squeezed out of something, but she got stuck at the head and they squeezed a little too tight, so her head looks pinched. Did you know the computer on top of Silph can be used as a PC and isn't just a decoration? I did not know that. I'll remember that when we get to the top of Silph. I think I went the wrong way. Just found out myself. You're already at Silph? And... holy cow! Can I catch anything, please? There we go. The twin bird Pokemon. His name isn't Patrick, it's Pat Rick. One is Pat, the other is Rick. Together, they're Patrick. But it's Pat Rick. One head is Pat, one head is Rick. My Chansey was named Yoko Ono. That's good. I don't know what we're gonna name our Chansey yet, but... okay, yeah, this is not where I pick up Surf, so I have wasted steps. Which means we might have to make a second trip to the Safari Zone to get Surf. I've already caught you, so I don't need another one. Now you might be saying, well, what happens when Pat Rick evolves and gets a third head? What are you gonna name that one? To which I say, I'm not going to be using them, so they're never going to evolve. So I don't have to worry about that. I had you in the very first episode, Nidorina. And I never even had a chance to use you before I just straight up evolved you into Nidoqueen. My Dodrio was Ed Netty. The one that I used for my red team was Dum Dum. And then when it evolved, I renamed it Dum Da Dum. So similar vibes. Oh my god! Fucking Paris. Look, it's Rhyhorn! Yay, we caught Rhyhorn. Ceratops. As in Triceratops. By the Duck to Sabrina lead with a level 50 Abra in yellow. Free experience! It's the only thing I can think of. How many steps I got left? 88. That's probably not enough to get me to surf. Execute, 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 execute. Eggs are cute, aren't they? And I got 25 steps left. I'm not gonna make it to surf. Ah, I got close though. Matt, any guess on who carried me and beat Alakazam with a level 12 disadvantage? Was it your Sandslash again? Alright. Rise again. You wanna get that surf? Yeah. Sounds like your Sandslash is really carrying you. In fairness, I didn't say Sandslash was a bad Pokemon. I just said that it's something that evolves early on because they expect you to replace it with something that does what it does, but better. That's not to say that Sandslash is bad. It just has superior alternatives. So maybe he should be the Pegadad. Oh my god, that one is still haunting me to this day because Vash still refers to my father as Pegadad. But I feel like some context is needed for those of you who never heard this. Because Vash referred to my father as Dragon Dad because, you know, I'm a dragon and he's my dad. But I was like, well, he probably isn't a dragon himself. If anything, he should be a Pegadad because he's got a tattoo of a Pegasus on his arm. And ever since then, Vash refers to my dad as Pegadad. I have not told him this, by the way. He does not know that this is how Vash refers to him. Lovely, as in a lovely bunch, because it evolves into a coconut tree. So when it evolves, there'll be a lovely bunch of coconuts. Not that this one's going to evolve unless I trade it to my yellow team and evolve it early on. But yeah, my dad has a tattoo of a Pegasus on his arm. He got it when he was in the military. Him and a bunch of his friends got drunk one day, and they all got tattoos together. And they all were getting theme tattoos, and one of his friends was in the Air Force, so he got, like, some kind of fighter jet or something. So they decided to all get stuff that flies. And my dad, being a classic fantasy-loving D&D playing nerd, he decided to get a Pegasus. I forget what everyone else got. I think there were 4 of them. I only remember the fighter jet, because that's why they were all getting flying stuff. And that my dad got a Pegasus, because that's, you know, my dad. My dad! I already caught one of you. Or, I guess 6 of you, because there are 6 of you. But either way. If anyone ever points out that later generations of Pokemon evolutions are weird, I will always refer to them to the fact that, hey, remember the bunch of eggs that evolves into a coconut tree? Make that one make sense. As soon as we get access to Surf, it'll be time to go. Yay, I caught another Nidoran! I can trade it for a Nidoran. And in these generations, you're not allowed to change nicknames of things you've traded, so I'm gonna give this one the nickname... Sucker. That way, when I trade it for the Nidoran male, I'll get Nidoran male, and he'll get Sucker. Flex! Hi, Flex! Welcome in! How are you doing? You know, I don't know if you saw it, but somebody did in the tacos, for the prompt where you, like, do art with another person, somebody did my OC, Mav, because their OC is also named Maverick. I saw it. They DM'd me, like, one day, and I woke up and I was like, who is this? I was like, hey, do you have a ref? I want to do your OC for tacos. Like, oh, sure. I should probably post my ref in my tacos thing for reference in case anyone needs it, because I noticed that the only thing I have that shows what my character looks like is the art I did of myself, of him lying face down on the ground, meeting of Mavericks. I thought that was pretty cool. I knew that person was in there because I had seen somebody else was having an OC named Maverick. Though what it's worth, I'm only referring to my OC as Mav in all of my posts, so... They did it with the Spider-Man pointing meme, too. So I think that covers, like, 2 things, doesn't it? Because it's a drawing of another character, and it's your character in a meme. Give that person bonus points! Seeing people do fan art of other people's OC is like my fave. Alright. Goodbye, water gun, and hello, Surf! Alrighty. We gotta finish our time here in the safari. Maybe, if we're lucky, we'll find another Chansey. And if we're insanely lucky, we'll catch the Chansey. Most likely, I'll have to catch the Chansey off Scream. Scream? Stream. Off Scream is what I will do the next time I play a horror game and you guys scare me and I, like, jerk away from the microphone. The next spooky game we have planned is for when we reach the $666 milestone for my PC goal. We would never scare you. Literally, on my birthday, begs to differ. Like, less than 2 months ago. See? There you go. Hey, it's Tauros! We used a Tauros last time. It was a pain in the butt, too. I had to catch him off the coast of Cinnabar Island, because not only was running into him here insanely difficult, but catching him is insanely difficult. Hey, I caught the Paris! We're just showing you that we care. Yes, obviously, I get that. Flex! Since you just joined us, would you like to think of a nickname for this Pokemon that we just caught? That's my boy! Flex, would you like to think of a nickname for Raven's boy? it's okay if you don't want to. I just... Usually if someone pops in and I catch a Pokemon, I'll offer them a chance to name it. She might be busy. Fair enough. I'm gonna name it my boy, because that's what Raven said. There you go. Oh look, we already caught another Rhyhorn. Wyatt, but like, with the question why. As in, we have so many other Pokemon to choose from, why it? Should have did, like, Y-I-T. That would have been better. Next time. Don't you hate when you think of something more clever immediately after it's no longer useful to you? Yes. It's such a lived experience for most people, I think. Like, oh, that would have been so much better in that moment, but it's useless to me now. Ooh, I don't think there's enough space. I was gonna go name it Lamborghini, so I could say, I own a Lamborghini. I'm just gonna name it Lambo. I could say I caught a shiny Pokemon in Gen 1. You know, before there were shinies. That's how good I am. I caught a shiny when it didn't even exist. It's Chansey! Oh my god, we've run into 2 Chanseys today! 1% chance to spawn! We found 2, baby! Oh my god. Okay, look at the top of Chansey's head. Look how, like, it's kind of squeezed, like there's a little indent at the very top, where instead of being perfectly, like, ovum-shaped like an egg, there's like a small little divot at the top, as if it's been squeezed. Now catch it? Okay, let's try throwing bait so it doesn't run away immediately. I missed. 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 Ran away. No! Alright, well, we're gonna run out the clock on this Safari Zone, and then I'm gonna end stream, and then cry. I don't even want to catch you. It's okay, man. It's okay. I'll catch a Chansey off stream when I have time. Okay. Well, we didn't catch our Chansey, but I guarantee you we'll have Chansey by Friday stream. So, that is the end of our stream today. Homies and homettes and non-home binaries. That didn't work super great, but let me shift over to the goodbye screen. Hello! Thank you all so much for showing up today. Super appreciate you guys. Let me see who's all live for me to raid today. Guess how far I got, Mav? Well, I'm sure you beat Sabrina because you said you did. Are you on Cinnabar Island yet? I know you beat Koga because you said you did. I beat blank. Fuck! How are you so fast? You beat 3 gyms in the span of today? Earthquake OP. No shit. Well, we'll probably pick up Earthquake on Friday on our next Project Pokémon stream. But I'll see you next time on Wednesday for more Visions of Mana. I only had 2 when I started? Oh my god, that means you beat Lieutenant Surge, Ericka, Sabrina, Koga, and Blaine? You beat 5 gyms today? Holy cow! How the hell are you so fast? Sand/OP? Jeez. I don't doubt it. If you're getting through that fast, holy cow, man. All right, let's see. I'm looking at who's all live right now. I'll start Stadium on Friday. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, man. Like I said earlier, you're gonna be on Gen 3 by the time I start Gen 2. Like, I was being facetious when I said it. Now I'm starting to wonder if it's actually gonna be true. uh... Okay, I don't see a lot of people on right now, which is understandable. It's a Monday. So let's see if we can find someone new to raid into. Let's see. How many people are playing Pokemon right now? Oh, okay. Here's someone. They just started streaming. They've only been live for like 4 minutes. And they're playing Pokemon Red and Blue. Well, they say red, but like it's the category, so. Fun fact, I've never played Gens 5 or 6. Oh, well. Maybe I'll get ahead of you when we get there, because I've played 5 like crazy. 5 was the first generation I did a Nuzlocke on. And so far, only generation I've done a Nuzlocke on. Let me get a look at this person's vibe real quick. It does says safe space and chill and 18 plus and LGBTQ. So those are all very good vibes for us to rate into. Just gotta... Okay, looks like they're in Mount Moon. Can't wait to use a Luminion in Gen 4. Let me know if you need a list of all the bad Pokemon in Gen 5. Oh, they're in Diglett Tunnel, not Mount Moon. All right, but we're gonna raid into this person. We're gonna make a new friend today. If you need a terrible water type to use Basculin. Oh, hey Roxy. So we're gonna try and make a new friend today named Aito Tani. I am not sure what their pronouns are yet. I'll use 1 or 2 on each team. Yay, new friend! Basculin OP. Basculin is like that region's Magikarp in that you catch it everywhere there's water, only it doesn't evolve. Or at least it doesn't evolve yet. It won't get an evolution till much later. And the ones you can catch actually won't evolve, because there's red stripe Basculin and blue stripe Basculin. Which, you know what? I'll go ahead and say it. We count forms as separate Pokemon, so if you want to use both forms of Basculin on 2 different teams, you be my guest. All right, okay. I'm going to set this raid up. I'm going to sing the goodbye song. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Don't tempt me. For more Visions of Mana. We'll be back on this Pokemon grind. I'll have a Chansey by Friday. And Saturday, more Atelier Sophie. And this is the last week of 4 streams for at least a little while. Because as much fun as it's been, and as much as I wish I could do, like... I wish I could stream every day, honestly. Does that mean every spin day is different? No. They have to be named forms. But, like, I have work to do, so honestly, I can't. Okay, starting raid. We're meeting a new friend, so be on your best behavior. They are 18 plus, so it should be fine. Still, let's make a good impression. Hey, it's been really fun. We hope you liked it too. Seems like we've just begun when suddenly we're through. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. I'll fire you, Raven. For now, it's time to go. But hey, I say, well, that's okay, 'cause we'll see you really soon, I know. Really soon, I know. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. And tomorrow, just like today, the moon, the bear, and the big blue house will be waiting for you to come and play. To come and play. To come and play. Bye now.